The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And it's a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. We'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled. this punt coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Grab down the middle. It's Flowers. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The receiver makes the pitch. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Hilltoppers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now second and 14. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the tackle, but not for 4. A solid gain on that pass.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Dumps it down to the back. Hawk finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Western Kentucky, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? It's a shotgun run call. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Bringing it out, it's Williams. And he's stopped at the 18. Trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
Ready, set.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle.
Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, how about the defense here? On the road in a playoff game, you step up and come up with an interception on the first drive. You're an underdog. It's a big stage. All odds are against you. And you start off the opening drive as a defense with an interception, and you bring your quarterback out now with some confidence, believing that they can win this game.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. You maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No field goal attempt here. We've got a touchdown, Hilltoppers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Graham. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They'll go with the ground game man. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. You'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Good job by the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaking free at the 35. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. Did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need point.
And it's intercepted.
Well, cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And completion makes it second and short. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of it.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's a fly to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the ball will be down just inside the 30. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the right side. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a man. That's caught. It's Miller. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. The shotgun handoff here. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The Buckeyes pick up enough to get a first down there. Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be first down close to midfield. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
It's fourth down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Pulls it in. It's Green. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open, took his eyes off the football.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Caught by the receiver. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. They bring him down after a short gain there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds an open target on the left side. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal. And the Hilltoppers are looking to keep this drive going. He keeps it on the design run. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Western Kentucky has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming.
Getting closer, but now it's third down. Can they punch it in from the 2? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running to get you a touchdown.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Getting set. Here's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. The offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Escapes the pocket. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grabbed by the receiver. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to throw yet again. Incomplete for a third straight play.
It's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking downfield near the end zone. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter.
Football comes out. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Buying time now. Rolling to his left. Hit as he throws it deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's reeled in. It's lean. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. Stays on the field. Coach going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They mix it up with a run. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
This is the 6th play on the drive. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Hilltoppers with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught, completion. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. This offense really clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. The pass is intercepted. It goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands. It's Lee. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Now run it here. That's the running back in the ball. The defense has got it.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Gives it to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. You're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And this time it's complete. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Graham. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Makes it look easy. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Toppers offense retakes the field now. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Bites off the defender. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. The pocket breaking down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The offense will stay out there. They are 2 for 3 so far on fourth down drive. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. On the move now. Fires it on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. The sure hands. It's Porter. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Headed for the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirby.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Lee.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. He'll go down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the Hilltoppers have 1st and 10 here. Handoff to the back. As the 1st down is still going. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Short pass finds the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the center.
Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make the play. Good coverage that time. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Graham. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass caught. Second down now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Fighting him off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Fourth down coming up.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. The quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
First and goal, handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play. Second and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So with all-out pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Bringing it out. It's Cruz. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Hilltoppers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. To pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Makes the grab. It's Lee. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 7th play of the drive coming up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down at the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Now someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, Western Kentucky has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the grab, a chance to score. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
38, Ohio State, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Could be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys in bounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Graham. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Important second down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
But here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game was out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage. The defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the Hilltoppers will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that will just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, I'm not sure if this was entirely needed.
Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
They'll test the right side here. Fighting off the defender. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Finds his target, and it's complete. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards, and I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
Here's the second down play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Hilltoppers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They are pouring it on now.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
21.
Bringing it out, it's Williams. That's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? Defense makes the recovery a turnover. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. They're going to run the option. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Grinding away with a running game. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Tight end makes the grab. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Big conversion for this offense, and for the defense, it's one thing to simply allow a 1st down, but entirely different thing when you realize the offense doesn't fear you, and this is exactly what happens here.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. No way to run up the middle.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Chris, what the heck? Might as well go for it here on 4th down. You have such a big lead. What do you have to lose? Let's see the coach and what decision he comes up with.
4th and goal from the 2, and this defense come up with a huge stop. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.